Very good morning to one and all. This is Mr. S. Kishore Kumar, DAV Louis Vickard Bharati Vidya Mandir, AP Zone 2. In last video, we have discussed about fundamental theorem of arithmetic. In this video, we would like to discuss on classification of rational numbers. So, let's look at rational number flowchart. Yes, this is the flowchart for the rational numbers. As per the flowchart, first of all, you have to know the definition of a rational number. The number which can be written in the form of p by q and q denominator is not equals to 0, where numerator and denominators are integers. So it is called the rational numbers. So in primary session we know the conversion of fractions into decimals. So here rational numbers are in the form of p by q, so we can easily change into decimal expansions. So in decimal expansions also we have two kinds of decimal expansions are there. The first one is terminating, the second one non-terminating repeating. So let us know what's the variations and differences, how will we execute in this session. You would like to know in coming slide. Yes. So before going to enter into the content, first of all you have to know how to convert decimal into rational, how to convert rational number into decimal. Here for example 0.375 is there. So 0.375 is nothing but you can write 0.375. So 375 by, here after point how many numbers are there, you just count 1, 2, 3. So you write 1, you write 3 zeros. So this is the conversion of p by q form. So rational form. So after writing in p by q 375 by 1000, simply you just convert into prime factors. So 375 can be written as 3 into 5 cube and 1000 can be converted into in primary prime factors 2 cube and 5 cube. If you cut off you will get 3 by 2 cube. So 2 cube means you know that 2 into 2 into 2 8. So 3 by 8 is the p by q form of the 0.375. So if we went through converse, so you just take 3 by 8 now. So denominator 8 is equals to 3 by 2 cube, and now here enter into this step. You can easily know with one example. Suppose if you want to convert any number into any number mean p by q form, the rational number into decimal, let it be 37 by 10. You can easily write 3.7. Suppose 37 by 100, you can write 0.37. How did I write? Here in denominator I have a 1 0. That's what from right side to left side, after 1 point you keep point. And here 37 by 100. In 37 by 100, after 1 in denominator we have a 2 zeros. That's what from right to left, after counting 2 places you just keep point. So what I mean to say, any real number which has decimal expansion, the terminates can be expressed as a rational number whose denominator is power of 10. So let it be 375. 10 power 1 is there. Simply you can write 37.5. Suppose 375 by 10 square is there. Simply you can write 3.75. 375 by 10 cube is there. Simply you can write 0.375. Because already we have discussed, if we have in denominator 10 power 1 or 10 square or 10 cube or 10 power n, we can easily represent in decimal form. So here that's what I adjusted the denominator. So 2 cube is there. So we know that in 2 table 2 5s are 10. So the 2 is going to multiply with 5. So 2 power n into 5 power n. But here n equal to 3. So 2 cube is there. That's what I have to multiply with 5 cube both numerator and denominator. So 375 by 1000 you got 0.375. So this is the main concept, children. Rational number p by q, where q equals to, q mean in denominator portion, 2 power n into 5 power m, and n m are non-negative integers. This is the basic fundamental. In next coming slides you will come to know how to find the terminating and non-terminating. Yes, here some more examples are there. Here 3 by 8 is there. So 3 by 8 convert into prime factorization form. So 3 by 2 cube. So 3 by 2 cube I can write in 0.375. Otherwise we have a long division method also there. Shall we go with that? So 3 by 8 means what? 3 is going to divide by 8. So 3 is a lower number. So you are going to divide with 8. So keep point. You will get a 0. 8 3s are 24. So the remainder is 6. Now 0. And 8 7s are 56. Here you got 4 0. 8 5s are 40. So if you go with a long division method also, you can convert the rational number into decimal form. You got 0.375. Yes, you got 0.375. If you go with 1 by 8 also, you will get 0.125. This is one kind of models, and this is the model, very simplest model. You can easily know, because the denominator you have a 10 power somewhat. So here 10 power 4. So you can easily write, you write the numerator 875. So in denominator after 1 you have a 4 zeros. That's what from right to left count. 1, 2, 3. Still fourth one is needed. That's what you keep 0. Keep point and 0. So 0.0875. So 0.0875. So what we can conclude from the two slides? If we have a 10 power somewhat, 10 power 1 or 10 power 2 or 10 cube or 10 power n in denominator portion, we can easily represent in terminating decimal expansion. That's what in first example we got the q equal to 2 cube. 2 cube into 5 power 0 is 1. And here also 2 cube in denominator. So q equals to 2 cube into 5 power 0. In 1000 is nothing but what? 2 power 4 into 5 power 4, 0.0875. So what will you conclude from the above examples? If x is rational number whose decimal expansion terminates, then x can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-primes, and the prime factorization of q will be the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, where n and m are non-negative integers. So if you read these all, you may get confused. Simple thing is, if you get any kind of fraction, simply if you want to know whether is it a terminating decimal or not, you focus on denominator. Suppose the denominator is 8 here. 8 can be converted into 2 cube. So 2 cube into 5 power 0. In denominator portion, 5 power 0, 1. You know that x power 0 equal to 1. So it is in the form of 2 power n into 2 power m, or 2 power m into 2 power n, whatever it may be. So here 1 by 8, the second one. 8 is the denominator. So if you want to convert 8 into prime factor form, 2 cube into 5 power 0. So it is also in 2 power n into 5 power m form. So it's a terminating decimal. You just coming to the third one. 2 power 4 into 5 power 4. Yes, this is also in terminating decimal. I hope you could understand. Here, this is the example for the non-terminating decimal. So here you just go with 1 by 7. If you want to go with 1 by 7, if you do long division method, you will get 0.142857 and again it will be repeated. So here Q, if you observe Q, it is not in the form of 2 power n and 5 power m form. So other than prime number, it is replaced in denominator. That's what simply you can guess that it's a non-terminating repeating decimal. So what did you conclude? If any rational number, the denominator is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, it's nothing but a terminating decimal. Suppose if it is not equals to, Q means denominator, is not equal to 2 power n into 5 power m, automatically it is a non-terminating decimal. Expansion, repeating expansion. So here the conclusion, if a rational number x equal to p by q, p and q are co-primes such that prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 power n and 5 power m, where m and n non-negative integers, then x will have a decimal expansion which is non-terminating repeating. So very simple, children. If you read this kind of theory part, you can't get. The simple thing is, when you observe any rational number, if you focus on denominator part, if the denominator you just make it into prime factors, if it is in the form of 2 power n, otherwise 5 power m, or both 2 power n and 5 power m, it will be a terminating decimal expansion. Otherwise it's not a terminating repeat, that means non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. I hope you could understand. Yes, here one worksheet is there. Here some numbers are given, 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 mean you just go with the long division method. 2 2s are 4, 1 point, 2 5s are 10. So that's it. Here you write 2.5. The first one is 2.5. The first answer is 2.5. Yes, the next question is 17 by 5. If you go with 17 by 5, 7 3s are 15. Yes, 2, 0. 5 4s are 20. So 3.4. The second one is 3.4. So the first answer is 2.5 and the second answer is 3.4. Now the third one, 15, 8. So 8 is less than 15, that's what you keep 0. So 15 5s are 75. Now 5, 15 3s are 45 and again 5, again 15 3s are, so 3s are, like that you will get 0.53 bar. So the third answer is 0.53 bar. So like that if you calculate all, you will get the first answer is 2.5, the second answer is 3.4, like that 8 by 15 is nothing but 0.53 bar 333 it is going on, and this is also 0.45. The next one is 2.83333 and so on, and 11 by 21 you will get 0.523809. Again it will repeat 523809. So through the long division method we can write the form, because here we got the remainder 0, that's what it's a terminating decimal. So in second one also we got the remainder 0, that's what it's a terminating decimal. And the third one, it's a non-terminating recurring because we did not get the remainder 0. And 9 by 20, yes, we got 0.45, it's ended, we got remainder 0, that's what it's a terminating. And 17 by 6, we got 2.83333, it's continuing, we did not get the remainder 0, that's what it's a non-terminating recurring. And 11 by 21, so this is also one kind of set is repeating again, 0.523809, again 523809, again 523809. It is moving, but we did not get the remainder 0. So this is also non-terminating repeating. Yes, but the question is without calculating that much procedure, if you see the rational number, how will you represent in terminating and non-terminating? That is only the question here. So what I have told you in previous slides, the simple thing, the first question is 5 by 2. Yes, focus on the denominator 2. Yes, it is in the form of 2 power 1 into 5 power 0. Yes, it is in the 2 power m into 5 power n form. So obviously it's a terminating. The first one is a terminating. That's it. Now the second question, 17 by 5. No need to calculate with long division. It is the primary procedure. Simply you go with what I have given the procedure. So the denominator, if you focus on, it is 5 power 1 into 2 power 0. So it is also in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n form. So it should be a terminating. The first one is terminating, the second one also terminating. Yes. Now the third one, 8 by 15. So 8 by 15, you focus on the down. So 15 can be written as 5 into 3 into 5. So 3 power 1, 5 power 1. So it is not in the form of 2 power n into 3 power m. Sorry, 5 power m. So it's non-terminating recurring. You could understand now. Now if you go with one more example, 9 by 20. You focus on denominator 20. 20 can be written as 5 into 4, but 4 is not a prime. That's what 2 into 2. So you can represent 5 power 1 into 2 square. Yes, it is a terminating because it is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m. So that's what it's the 9 by 20 is a terminating decimal. And if you go with 17 by 6, focus on denominator. So what is the denominator here? 6. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3. You just convert into prime factorization, product of primes. So just I have applied fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Any composite number can be expressed into a product of prime numbers, what we have discussed in the previous session. So 2 into 3. So what's our rule? 2 power m into 5 power n. But it is not equals to, the q is not equals to 2 power m into 5 power n. Other than the prime number has taken place. That's what 17 by 6 is not a terminating. It's a non-terminating recurring. So NTR. Now the last one, 11 by 21. So 21, how will you? So you can write into 7 into 3, product of primes. So this is also the denominator q21 is not equals to 2 power m into 5 power n. So it's a anti-q again. So like that, without calculating, we can say with that procedure. So what we have discussed, children, when you observe any prime number, you focus on the denominator part. If the denominator is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, it should be a terminating. Suppose the denominator is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, it's not a terminating, it's a non-terminating recurring. I hope you could understand the exercise. You just observe here. This is using the long division method. It has taken so much time, but the form has filled with the procedure. If the denominator has 2 or 5 or 2 and 5 as the product of primes in denominator, it should be a terminating. Other than 2 or 5, it's a non-terminating recurring. That only we have discussed. Yes, once again, the rational numbers. The rational numbers are which can be written in p by q form. So the rational number form, when you represent in decimal expansion, you will get two kinds of separate decimal expansions are there. The first one is terminating, the second one is non-terminating repeating. How will you go with that? If the denominator is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, it's a terminating. If the denominator is not equals to 2 power n into 5 power m, it's a non-terminating repeating. So the same thing has here represented. The p by q should be in terminating and non-terminating, where m and n are integers. So along with that 2 power m into 5 power n and somewhat k is nothing but other than the prime factors other than 2 or 5. It's the non-terminating repeating decimals. I hope you could understand this session. For knowing more about irrational numbers, I just explained you the rational numbers. How will we discuss in decimal form, like terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals. For knowing about more on irrational numbers, I would like to welcome Mr. Raghuram sir. Enjoy the session. Thank you very much. Meet you again, children. Bye.